Hey guys, so today I'm going to be reviewing Legend by Marie Lu. I absolutely adored this book. It is probably one of the best books I have read, and I can't even tell you how long, probably since like The Hunger Games or Divergent. This book was that amazing. It is a dystopian novel set in the future. In this book, the government is called the Republic, and then there's the colonies and the Patriots. It seems like there was a civil war that happened, and the colonies, I think, like broke off from the Republic broke off from like the United States, and the colonies, I'm guessing, is like us. We don't really know much about the colonies and the Patriots except for they're at war right now still. This society is horrible. It's basically about two characters, Day and June. It's told from dual point of view, so you get one chapter Day, one chapter June. Both of the characters are just so strong and so intelligent, and they're just amazing. Marie Lu, like, her writing, the way she tells this story is just mind-blowing. Like, you start from almost page 1 until the end, it's just like an uphill the whole entire time. Or you could compare it to like going up a roller coaster and then like fast downhill. Like, the whole book is completely like that, which is so cool because you don't really get bored. There's a lot of action. There's not a ton of romance. I mean, there is romance, but there's not a ton, but it's still so amazing. So if you haven't read the book, you should probably click out now because I'm going to be telling the spoilers. If you have, then just keep with us. The beginning of the book, for me at least, it did start off a little slow. It probably picked up around like page 50 for me, kind of when Day and June met is when the story started to pick up for me. But I understand because Marie Lu kind of had to set up the story for, you know, the world and things like that. After that, it's like I said in the beginning, it just completely picks up. She reveals something, and then 25, 30 pages later, she reveals something else that's huge, and you think it can't even get any bigger than that. And then she reveals something even bigger than that. So it's just like, it was so, I just loved this book so much. And the best thing that I liked about this is that, like I said, Day and June are two really, really strong characters. And they're both intelligent, crazy intelligent. Both of them got 100% on their trials, which is ridiculous. They're the only two in the whole entire Republic. I like that the way they meet isn't like, I don't know, they weren't like head over heels for each other, which is, you know, like how most stories go now. The girl falls for the boy, and I'm just like, oh my god, come on. There's no build up, there's no romance. She's just automatically in love with him, and this happens like real. The way that they like kind of start liking each other is like how real teenagers would start liking each other, you know? They just have one kiss is all they share. They have crushes on each other, which is normal. And I think that's so cool. I knew that Matthias was not killed by Day. Like, I know that some people, when they read this, they thought that maybe Day had miscalculated where the blade went, but I knew. I had to go back and look when they said Matthias was dead. I was like, wait, I thought that they said that he hit him in the shoulder, and I looked back and they actually did. So I totally believe that Day didn't hit him. From that moment, I was just like, this government is completely corrupt, and I'm sure they piss you off too, but they make me so mad. I kind of like Day better than June. He's really charming and charismatic and sarcastic and just funny, and his interactions with June, he's just like, he's not cocky, but I mean, he kind of is at the same time, but that's the way he charms her, and it's just the cutest, most adorable little romance between these two characters. And I really like the fact that even though Day is like a criminal of the government, he is not like, I mean, he's a criminal, he blows crap up and stuff, but he doesn't hurt a single person. He has not hurt one single person in the government, even though they're his enemies. The only person that he's hurt was Matthias, and he threw a blade in his shoulder, and that was because he was trying to save his own life, but he's never hurt anybody in the process of any of his criminal acts. I thought it was so cool that we got to watch June like figure out slowly that her government that she has known her whole entire life is corrupt, and everything that they've told her is a lie. And it's just so cool to watch her like realize more and more, and we get to realize more and more because Marie Lu reveals more and more to us, just as she reveals it to June, so we kind of learn stuff along with her. She should be wary of Day because, why would she go against her government? This is what they've been telling her whole entire life, but, she's finding more and more things to believe, Day, and she sees how good a character he is, and she, starts to believe that her government could be wrong. I could not be more disgusted by this government out of probably any of the books I read. I would even say more than The Hunger Games. I mean, The Hunger Games is terrible. Honestly, they're probably just as bad, but they kill 10-year-old children just because they're not smart enough, apparently, to be in their society. They kill citizens just because, they go against even a teensy-weensy bit of what they believe in. Like, when they killed Day's mom, I gasped. Like, I was just, like, so in shock that they just outwardly killed her for absolutely no reason, just to prove a point to Day. Like, it just, I wanted to scream at this book so bad. It disgusted me so bad. It's basically okay to murder any single person in their society. Like, anyone that they perceive as even the remotest amount of threat to their government, they're just gone, just like that. I mean, they killed Matthias's family. They killed Matthias. They killed Day's mother. They're gonna kill Day, obviously. I mean, Day's a criminal in their eyes, but I wouldn't be surprised if they would kill June too, even though she is like their prodigy. I know that's how a lot of societies in our world today are run like that. I know a lot of third world countries are run like that, and it just sickens me so much. I cannot believe that there are countries that are run like this. It's just so it's unthinkable. It's unimaginable. I mean, the world that we live in, we have so many freedoms, and so many people take it for granted that, they don't even think about what happens in other countries. But stuff like this does happen in other countries. Mass murder, that happens in other countries today, and I can't believe it. It's just so revolting and disgusting and just unthinkable. Thomas, he creeps me out so much. Like, he is just like, I think of him as like a serial killer. It's just like, his interactions with June is just so disgusting. He just like makes me want to puke. He killed his best friend, and he works for that government, and now he's trying to have a relationship with June. Are you serious, Thomas? Yeah, get a clue. The action in this movie was ridiculous. Like, near the end of the movie, the breakout scene, this would make an amazing movie. I really, really hope that they make this series into a movie, because the pacing and the plot and all of it would just make an amazing movie. I want to see that movie. I'm really excited to read Prodigy. I want to know more about the colonies. I want to know more about the Patriots and the split and what happened. I feel like, I don't know where the series is going, but I feel like that's kind of where the series will be headed. I mean, that kind of makes sense. I mean, I think that Day and June will probably meet up with the colonies in like the war against the Republic. That's what I think might happen. I mean, I have no idea where the series is going to go, but that seems like a logical place for it to go, I guess. I absolutely love this book. I recommend it. Keep a lookout for my Prodigy review and my Champion review. I don't know when I'm going to get to them, because I have a lot of books that I got to get to, but yeah. Have a good day.